It's like the vision said, don't run. You know, it's like, you know, all of this gunshot is like something that the vision said, don't run. Stand up. So when the gunshot started firing on Hope Road, the first thing come back to my mind was the vision. And all I could remember is that the vision said, don't run. And so me have to stand up, you know. And, you know, them fire until it was tired for fire, and then Chew is not really a lawful gun battle. Man start to run and it ease up, you know.
Where were you hit?
Eh?
Where were you hit?
Me? Yes, sir.
Yeah. Went right through? Or just skimmed
No,
it?
I'm said lodge inside there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You never saw the gunman?
Well, at that time, no.
But you know who did it?
You ever know them?
Were they caught?
No, but I don't call the police.
Mm.
It's just, you know, one thing.
Where were you hit?
Eh?
Where were you hit?
Me? Yes, sir.
Yeah. Went right through? Or just skimmed
No,
it?
I'm said lodge inside there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You never saw the gunman?
Well, at that time, no.
But you know who did it?
You ever know them?
Were they caught?
No, but I don't call the police.
Mm.
It's just, you know, one thing.
Where were you hit?
Eh?
Where were you hit?
Me? Yes, sir.
Where were you hit?
Eh?
Where were you hit? Where were you hit?
Eh?
Where were you hit?
Oh,
Look at that.
my! That's like 3 times bigger than the 9mm.
Did it not come out?
Where were you hit?
Eh?
Where were you hit?
Me? Yes, sir.
Yeah. Went right through? Or just skimmed
No,
it?
I'm said lodge inside there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
When a national hero, allegedly, was out here wilding. Numerous affairs, illegitimate children, hosting orgies. Hearing those things, you probably don't think about Martin Luther King Jr., but maybe you should.
I found that this part of the history profession, when it comes to Lincoln, you can criticize Thomas Jefferson, Bill Clinton, George W. Bush, Franklin Roosevelt, but you can't criticize Lincoln apparently in the history profession. And I thought that was very unscholarly and unprofessional and closed-minded of a sort of an attitude on the part of some segments of the history profession, which is a big part of the history profession. And so I see no reason why you can't take a look at Lincoln just like you look at any other president, and look at the good and the bad as far as that's concerned. And there's plenty of bad. You know, Lincoln's suspension of habeas corpus and the mass arrest of tens of thousands of northern civilians and his shutting down of hundreds of opposition newspapers. These are things that most Americans never heard of. Giving public speeches about this, people are dumbfounded. They accuse me of being a liar because they were never taught this in school.
In this book, and there is a relationship, the missionary position, Charles Keating is also referred to in the book by Christopher Hitchens. It's called The Missionary Position, and you write about how Mother Teresa accepted a large donation of stolen savings and loan money from Charles Keating, giving him a crucifix in return and describing this pious fleecer of the small saver as a friend of the poor.
Yes, and taking rides on his private jet and interceding with the court when he was on trial in Los Angeles, saying he was a great friend of the poor. The court wrote to her and said, that's all very well, but he's given you lots of money that doesn't belong to him, belongs to the poor. And the small saver, can we have the money back? She broke off the correspondence at that point, which is very typical of her, whose publicity was always favorable, not to say adoring, yet who was all the time in the company of dictators and crooks and frauds and bullies of all kinds, and who was preaching a very, very, very reactionary kind of religious fundamentalism, while being universally called a saint. I thought the gap between these two things was so great that it merited.
Dan Matthews soon learned that someone else had been looking for Tony Santel, a man in a blue suit. Racing against time, Matthews headed for the cleaning shop, hoping to find Tony Merlin before the killer did.
Keep your mouth shut. We get off at the next stop.
What's this all about? You don't even know me.
You're in the same spot the Santels were in. Slide over. See the Highway Patrol in action again next week. Until then, remember, leave your blood at the Red Cross, not on the highway. This is Roderick Crawford saying, see you next week.